Hey guys and girls, welcome to the warm-up of your prime body workout. Okay, it's called a MAP, which stands for Mobilization Activation Protocol. We mobilize stiff joints and we activate some of the muscles which tend to get a little bit lazy. It's going to help your overall workout. Okay, you should feel you activate certain muscle groups better. Don't worry if this MAP takes a little bit longer on the first few goes. It will get quicker the more you do it, leaving more time for your full workout. Leave your headphones in because there's audio descriptions for some of the techniques during this MAP. Okay. So always start with foam rolling when you have access to a foam roller. You'll see that I move through the different positions quite quickly, but this is just to show or to demonstrate. So if you find certain areas are tighter than others, do spend longer on those areas. The flow that I'm showing through here is just a really convenient way for it to move from one area to the other. So once you learn it, it'll become more streamlined and you'll get through it quicker. So keep a hold of the foam roller, or you can actually use a step for this. I've just blocked the roller from moving, and you use that to put your heel up on for some single leg glute bridges. This is a really good way of firing up the glute muscles, which tend to get pretty lazy. Make sure you're in tight enough so your knee is bent enough to hit the glute, otherwise you'll use your hamstring a little bit more. Keep the knee tucked right towards the chest. It's another way of isolating the glute and preventing you from using your back. Perform a second set. This time you don't have to tuck the knee into the chest, you just hold the leg straight towards the ceiling. Each set should be 15 reps, so you do 15 reps on one side, 15 on the other, and then this new position for 15 and 15. So now this warm-up is for the glute as well as the core or abs. It's actually working the lower glute more than the top one. So you'll feel the lower glute straining to keep your hip and body aligned. That's the idea. Aim for 10 reps and then switch sides and do another 10. Repeat for 2 sets, so 2 lots of 10 on each side. It is more difficult than it looks. So if you find yourself straining to hold that midline position, what you can do is bend the bottom leg, so have a bent knee on the bottom, keep the top leg straight, and then go through your 2 sets of 10 on each side. So this is the variation here I'm showing. Don't do this one as well as the one before, just choose one. So now we move into a bit more dynamic mobility. With the front leg lunged forward, put your hands either side of that front leg, lift the front side up towards the ceiling, look at your hand, and then drop your shoulder inside the knee and step forward and repeat on the other side. The back leg can hover just above the ground. Aim to do 20, so you're going to go 10 one way, turn around and come back. Using a gym towel or short towel, stretch it out and pull it apart. So you're actively pulling your arms apart, keeping your elbows straight, and just rotate it backwards and forwards over your head. Maintain a posture so you're not bending at the hips or flexing your back. If this is painful at any point in the shoulder, don't do it. Okay, only go within your comfort range. Use a stick if you have access to one. Okay, it doesn't have to be heavy. But I find it a little bit better than a towel. Now using that towel or stick, hold it overhead, in overhead position, keeping your elbows straight, and drop down into a deep squat. Go as low as you can while maintaining your heel and toes on the ground, okay? Don't drift forward onto your toes. This is a goal to improve your squat if you can't get all the way down. Over the next few weeks, you'll aim to get that full mobility. At the bottom, drop the arms down, and you can actually use your elbows inside your knees to help push your knees out. Aim to do 10 of those squats before you drop down and spend about 30 seconds at the bottom. If you can't get your back straight or you can't get down into a full squat, don't worry, you can use assistance, which I'm about to demonstrate. With the assistance, don't worry about if you can't get your back completely straight, don't worry about that at first. Just get down as low as you can, and using the support, then you can aim to try and straighten your back while keeping your full foot on the ground and bringing your chest up. Okay, now we're going to go into press up. So if you need to do this from your knees, you can. Otherwise, in a press up position, you're just going to drop down into your shoulder blades and push right up. So you're pushing your arms away from you as firm as possible. Do 5 of these. Once you've done 5 push-up pluses, then you go into 5 standard press-ups. So here I am demonstrating the push-up plus from knees. Okay, just sinking in and up onto your shoulder blades, keeping your elbows straight. And then finish with 5 full press-ups, either from your feet or from your knees if you're more comfortable. Work on full depth and also speed on the way up. Okay, the position of the shoulder to activate the shoulder blade better, you should be trying to point the pit of the elbow forward. So your shoulders won't be in a horizontal line, they'll actually be in closer to the body when you do the press up. Think about having your palm flat on the ground with your fingers facing forward, almost like you're opening a jar with the palm of your hand. You'll see the demonstration shortly. So your position looking above you shouldn't be as I'm demonstrating here, you should have your arms down in this position. Now we warm up a few more of the scapular stabilizers. Use a very light weight, it doesn't need to be heavy. Lift your forearms up so they're horizontally in line with the body. They should be out of your peripheral vision, you shouldn't be able to see them. Make a W position if someone was to look at you from the back, and then reach out in a Y position, so arms above as demonstrated. Again, if you start to drop the forearms into your vision, either get a lighter weight or maybe don't bend over quite so much. Do 10 reps, have a brief rest, maybe about 15-20 seconds, and then perform another 10. Then we're ready to go.